Welcome back, my dear student. On this lecture here, we are finally going to see what our Laravel project looks like in the browser. So let's go ahead and do that. First of all, let's turn on our XAMPP control panel, right? Our Apache and our MySQL. We're not gonna be using MySQL, but I'm just gonna turn it on anyway. But anyway, I'm just gonna minimize that. Let's go to the browser real quick and let's just say localhost / CMS. And that's going to give us all the files of our project because they are inside the CMS folder. Now we click on public and we're going to see our index for our application. All right, of course, that's going to be different later on, but that's what it is right now. All right, that's a custom text that Laravel puts in there, and they change it once in a while, right? So if yours looks different, that's okay. As long as you can see something there, you're good to go. All right. So now I was thinking this looks a little messy up here. It would be nice to have, I don't know, CMS that app or that development dev like this, or I don't know, CF, whatever you want, or .com. It would be nice to have something like that, and we can, even in our local environments, we can do that because we're gonna have right many different projects when we're starting out, and it would be nice to actually name them instead of just creating local hosts, the folder name, and public and all that to look at our application, right? So how do we do this? Well, first of all, we need to create and modify our virtual host in our Apache server. All right. So how we do that? Well, very simple. First of all, we're gonna go and find an editor. I'm gonna find Notepad. Super simple. Find Notepad, right click on it, run it as an administrator. All right. And once you have it, go to File, Open, and we're gonna find XAMPP, local disk XAMPP, and then Apache conf extra, and then make sure that you see all the files there. vhost. All right. So what this code is, these are called directives. All right. These pieces of code here are specifically for Apache, for the server. This is not PHP. This is not HTML. This is nothing like that. All right. So these are called directives, and we're gonna use a directive here to create another host, another virtual host. So I'm gonna copy that tag. That is the opening tag for virtual host, and we're gonna be listening in port 80. All right. Then we're gonna also need this line right here, which is gonna be our document root and our server name. And you can use the rest of the line if you want. They're optional. You can have some error logs, custom log. It's up to you. Or you can even have an email. All right. So that is our first directive, and it's going to go to, let's just say, localhost. All right. Actually, htdocs, and we're gonna make it go to localhost like this. And let's go and create another one. So if you want to create different projects, this is how you do it. All right. Because if you try to do this without a virtual host, you are only going to be able to see one project. All right. So the way we have created it in the beginning with the one folder, that's it. That's all you can do. If you don't do it, if you do it like this, you can have multiple folders with different names. And I'm gonna show you in a minute. Like for example, now we want our folder to our application to be named cms.dev. All right. And later on, we might want something else. We might want another application called to do app.dev, that development, right? So this is how we can create multiple virtual hosts, all right? So make sure that you put the path here of that specific folder application index. So this one will be there. Now the next thing to do is if you want to use this name and you don't want to use the port number, let's go to our local disk, Windows, I believe is in system 32, and then drivers, etc. Make sure that you see all the files. Go to host, and I actually have it already set up on host. Actually, I don't have it. Oops, I thought I did. Let's just copy this down here. Let's copy it again, and let's change this to CMS development, DEV. All right, and save it. Once you do that, you should be set. Now let's go here and let's stop it and restart it again. All right, and let's check it out. So now CMS DEV, and as you can see, we get that. And if you go to localhost, you get this. All right, beautiful. Now let's say you want to make another application, right? And you want to name it differently. All we have to do is go back and create one and do the same thing we did with the CMS. Do that to the next application. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you that as a little assignment. So go ahead and create a new project just like we did with CMS using Composer, and go ahead and create a virtual host for it, and make sure that you do everything that we did in this lecture to that specific application, and make sure it's visible on the browser. Get it to work, and I will be right back. I'm going to create mine. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to create my application, and we're going to compare it to see if we did it, if you did it the right way. All right, so I'm going to start doing it. So pause the video and come back to it to see if you have the same thing. All right, go ahead. All right, so I hope you did it. I paused the video and gave you your time, and I hope you paused the video as well. All right, but anyway, if you paused the video, great, and you were able to do it, that's great job. Okay, really good job. If you weren't able to do it and you had little bumps there, don't worry, I'm gonna show you how it's done. All right, so the first thing is we got to go to that specific folder. Right now we are in the home directory. We need to go to the C drive, and we need to go to XAMPP htdocs. There you go. And now if I press up on my keyboard, I can create a new project, and I can call this to do app. All right, let's just call it to do app. All right, and now I have this in memory here in command line because I was playing around with it before. So if you don't have it, you're gonna have to type it in: composer create hyphen project Laravel to do app 5.2. All right, so I'm gonna post this because it's gonna take 30 seconds, but for you it's gonna take 1 second. All right. All right, so as you can see, I moved this a little bit, so that's why I'm back. All right, I paused this, the application is done, and if you go to your XAMPP installation or htdocs, let's see if I have it here somewhere. All right, let's go here, let's verify that it is there, CMS, and we can see that the application is there. Now all we got to do, and probably you already did it, but I'm gonna do it so that way we can see, if you can see if we did it the right way. All right, let's go here, let's open up our last file. All right, that would be the host file. All we got to do here is copy it, right? Oops, Control Z to get that back. There we go. All right, so to do app, I'm gonna copy this because I'm gonna need that later. I'm gonna save it, and now, oops, actually I might have it open somewhere here. Let's go with, no, I already have it done right there, but that was in another lecture that I messed up and I had to redo it. All right, so let's go and open it up. All right, so is XAMPP, oops, Apache conf extra, and all files, and vhost. There we go. And now we have to do is, I might just kind of paste that there, copy, there we go, and we're just gonna make sure that that's the right one there. we go. All right, that should be it. All right, let's save it. Let's restart Apache. There we go. And let's look at it. To do app. There we go. Beautiful. Localhost and CMS. All right, perfect. All right. Make sure that when you type in localhost, it goes to XAMPP. If it goes to something like this, if it goes to one of these, then it's not set up correctly. All right. All right, perfect. Great job if you were able to do it. And that's why I did it really fast, because you already have practice on it, right? Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next lecture.